when it comes to coverage of protests around food companies, Monsanto, corporate control in general, when the media covers it at all, it's usually just around the protest itself. You know, did they protest? Were they violent? But when it comes to actually exploring the issues, you can almost forget about it. They rarely do. So people don't even understand why people were in Cancun. People don't even understand why people were in Florida. And if there hadn't been a pane of window broken at the World Trade Organization protests in 1999 at the Battle of Seattle, it may well be that this 50,000 people almost went unnoticed. Most of the media did not plan to go to Seattle. When my colleague, Juan Gonzalez, co-host on Democracy Now!, works for the New York Daily News, told his news editors he would like to go to Seattle to cover the World Trade Organization, they said, "The world what?" And he was doing it because Democracy Now! Was there. We went en masse to Seattle. This daily, grassroots, unembedded, international, independent news hour understood the significance of this Gettysburg of the 20th century, this real turning point when 50,000 people across the political spectrum from almost every continent, farmers and doctors and nurses and teachers and students and health activists and environmentalists and union activists, said no to a supranational body founded in 1995, very much secret, in Geneva. Most people didn't understand what it did. Unnamed bureaucrats. When corporations didn't get their way with state legislatures or city councils around issues of corporate control, like state legislatures or city councils voting that they didn't want to do business with a company that did business, say, with Burma or Indonesia or South Africa, when they got voted down there, these corporations, they figured out they'll just appeal this at a supranational level, that the World Trade Organization would vote this is WTO illegal, that this is a barrier to trade. Well, what it's a barrier to, when they vote down these laws voted by democratically elected legislatures, it's a barrier to democracy. And what matters are the actual issues. It's why everyday people gathered in Seattle, and we need a media that shows that, a media that expresses the views of why people are there, not just the protesters, but interviewing this grandmother and this granddaughter, interviewing why this mom is here or why this father is here, hearing their voices. The media so often manufactures consent for the corporations or for war. We need a media that acts as a forum for full discussion about the most important issues of our day.